And welcome back. It's New Comic Book Day. I hope you saw my post from Monday, which is actually today. I'm looking for ideas to help celebrate my 10th anniversary. It'll be the first week of September. I'm just trying to figure out a couple of extra things to add to my normal slate of anniversary stuff. Again, remember, I'm very small business, a very small physical space. So big events or high dollar things are hard for me. But I do want to do some things to thank you for 10 years. Because again, as I often say, I wouldn't be here without you. So roll it around in your head, see what you come up with. Comment the posts on any of the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. I appreciate followers as well. So do what you can. For now, it's New Comic Book Day. Let's take a look. Adventure Time. Alien King Killer. Avatar The Last Airbender, The Kyoshi Warriors. That's the end of that miniseries. Avengers Armageddon. Batman Blind Justice. This is Batman stories from around Detective 600. Now in DC's finest line. And then Batman Superman World's Finest. Batwoman. Battle Beast from the Invincible world. Captain America, also connected to that Armageddon story. Catnaps everywhere. Catwoman, and 2 covers there, and a little glare. Savage Sword of Conan. Super Creep Show. That should be the end of that miniseries, I believe. Dark Knights of Steel gets a second 12-issue miniseries because the 6-issue all-winter series apparently wasn't Dark Knights of Steel 2. That's fine. We can call them whatever we want. 3 and 4 covers. Which is very sword and sorcery. I love this cover. Deathstroke. Whoa, that's a lot of glare. There we go. That's a little better. Deathstroke. Dork. Dungeon Crawler Carl number 0. I believe this is just a reprint of the Free Comic Book Day Dungeon Crawler Carl. But I'm not 100% sure because I don't have one to compare it to at the moment. Fantastic Four. Showcase number 4, facsimile edition. This, of course, is the first appearance of our Silver Age Flash, Barry Allen. And there's a shiny. And I read it, and I don't know that I actually ever read it before. But he already has the ability to travel through time by the first appearance. So that's pretty right up there. Absolute Flash. And 2 covers there. Foundations. It's the beginning of Jonathan Hickman's new universe. 3W3M, or 3 Worlds, 3 Moons. I was not aware, as it turns out, JD at JD's Hero Complex was not aware that this is magazine sized. So I'm hoping that I read it and I just go, oh my God, this is so good. You have to have it at any size. And then we'll all be happy. G.I. Joe. Just 1 cover now. Absolute Green Arrow. And 2 covers there. Infernal Hulk. If Destruction Be Our Lot. Lady Mechanica. Lobo. And 2 covers there. I don't know if I mentioned, I did get to see the Supergirl movie. I enjoyed it. We had a good time at the theater. Jason Momoa apparently is Lobo, as opposed to Lobo being Jason Momoa, which is like Aquaman being Jason Momoa. So that was fun. I did enjoy it. It's not perfect, go see it anyway. Smile, have a good time at the movies. Magic Order gets the omnibus treatment from Dark Horse, part of Mark Millar's Miller World. This was actually good. I enjoyed the first series. I didn't get to read past it. The twist did actually surprise me. So that was well done, Mr. Miller. Magic the Gathering Untold Stories Jace. This might be the end. I can't remember how many issues they're doing for those, but there's 2 covers there. I know, it's hidden. It's fine. It's another of Mark Spear's monsters. And it's a glow-in-the-dark cover, which actually this one would probably be pretty cool. I don't have the ability at the moment to just make it happen for you. Maybe I'll get a chance to see it, but we'll see. Nightmare Before Christmas, All Hail the Pumpkin King. That's a new mini-series. Nightwing. Planetary Compendium. This includes all the planetaries plus a couple of special bits. I cannot recommend Planetary enough. I know I've talked about it, but for anyone who hasn't heard me, I cannot recommend Planetary enough. It is so solidly good, very diverse, but still just consistent. For it being Warren Ellis and the weird that he brings, it's just really good, and I do feel that some of John Cassaday's best art is in this series. God bless him. I have a Captain America sketch. I'm not a God bless him kind of person, but I'm glad that I have some Cassaday art. But this is one of my favorite things, and it is just a fun, interesting, creative, powerful read, and I recommend it to you. And you don't need to read just about anything else, even though it references, 60 years of comic book history. So, sort of. It's an homage, even though it tells its own story. Poison Ivy Volume 7. That collects recent issues of that series. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 2. And 2 covers. And 3 covers. Shiny. Another cover. And then that same cover different. A new Rachel Rising story, Fear of Death. Terry Moore has a new imprint at Dark Horse, correct? I assume we'll be seeing all sorts of repackaging of his big stories. The Ring, The Man Who Beat the Man. Gail Simone's story continues. It's not her own story, she's writing it. The Rockefeller is still part of the Unbelievables introduction. Savage Dragon. Welcome to San Francisco. This collects recent issues. Savage Dragon remains for mature readers. Don't even try. Scarlet Witch graphic novel, House of Harkness. Sleepy Hollow Witches of the Western World continues. Sonic Godzilla. That should be some fun. Space Ghost Annual. Amazing Spider-Man 129 facsimile edition. Of course, this is the introduction of the Punisher into the Marvel Universe many years ago. There's a shiny blue one. Spider-Versity number 4. Starcross. This is another Mark Millar book. I started it. I haven't finished it, so I don't know how good it is. But generally speaking, I've enjoyed his work. So I'm hoping that's good and fun, and we'll see what happens. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Echoes of the Empire. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories. We're still telling Bad Batch stories. TMNT Journeys. This is the first volume collecting the recent, well, I guess it's sort of reprinting of the Mirage series, I believe, from late 80s, early 90s. I can't remember how long it lasted, but I believe they have not been collected. So this is a handy way to get a hold of those things. Speaking of Turtles, Last Ronin Training Day. This goes back to the beginning of The Last Ronin. And we've got some extra covers there. It's a single, it's a one-shot, so nothing to collect beyond that, just to fill in a little bit. And then Turtle Shredder. Part of the Thundercats Silverhawks crossover, Mum-Ra continues. New Titans. Unico Volume 3. I'm not sure I ever got Volume 2, but I'll deal with that. That's fine. Ursula from Disney's Villains. Vampirates. This was something that came in on a previous week, but they were stupidly damaged. So I had to wait. I haven't gotten to read it yet. Again, with the... I'm hoping that it's as fun as it sounds. And we will see. Also, just some cool covers. Oh, and that's Glow in the Dark. But I haven't actually seen it glow in the dark either. So, Walking Dead Deluxe. Watson versus Holmes. There's vampires involved. What If Jessica Jones? What if the spider bit Jessica? We can do what ifs forever. Inglorious X-Force. X-Men. Hey, Maggie, looking pretty good. Giant Size X-Men 100 project. This benefits the Hero Initiative, and it's just a bunch of artists drawing like cover type gallery pieces, and then they collect them and sell them. Yeah. Exo Manowar from the Valiant Beyond stuff. And we've got a couple of extra things. Step over here. Wednesday Friend or Foe is a new game. It's card-based, but it's, we got to figure out what's going on at Nevermore Academy, which is basically what the show is about. So I thought that was cute and fun. Batman Revolution is the sequel to Batman Resurrection, if you remember it showing up a couple of weeks ago. This is a special order, but let me know. And I think there's a third one that comes after this, so that's a nice little trilogy by John Jackson Miller. And then it's about time we got more new K-pop Demon Hunter stuff. The official deluxe coloring book. It's just a big coloring book. And I feel like we got the vibe. I feel like this is all right. And that's the one everybody's going to love. So that is everything for this week. Oh, no, it's not everything for this week. I did forget about one more thing. I know I've not gotten into the decorated box fad, but I figured it was about time. I have not put one together, and I'm not going to put one together in the video because that's just corny. Of course, this one's Captain America, but I felt like it was an iconic piece of art. It covered multiple characters and time periods, and I thought this was an easy one for Cap fans if they were interested in a decorated box. These, of course, will be a little more expensive than the regular boxes, but that's part of the deal. I know a lot of people have asked about them. If you note, the tops, when put together, should line up with the art so it doesn't distort the art when you put the lid on. That is everything. If you see something you like, let me know. I'll try and get it for you. The sooner the better. Subscribers, pick up your books. Some of you are doing great. And some of you I'm probably going to have to say goodbye to. I keep threatening that, and slowly it's happening. Those people aren't paying attention. They aren't watching these videos, so it's fine. But that's it. Remember, think about anniversary things that I can do to thank you. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon.